Hi, this is Kenny Daigle with KD Cuts, and in this video we're going to have a little fun making a beer koozie. So let's go to the workbench and get started. I start off with 8 9-ounce veg tanned leather, which is 4 inches by 10 inches. I've tooled it, put in my maker's mark. I've used a Tandy 4mm chisel for my stitch line, and that's going to get you either 15 or 16 holes for 4 inches. I've scribed a line about twice the distance from the edge as the stitch line, and I've done that on the grain side on one side and the flesh side on the other. I'm going to scribe those next and show you how I stitch these together. Okay, so I've got my part ready for skiving. I've got my craft tool, French skiver, and I'm going to skive this side first. You'll notice I'm skiving all the way to my index line. Okay, and I've created a pretty nice bevel on this side. That's a nice beveled edge. Let's do the other side. I've beveled that edge nicely. So that one's done. Alright, so let's do a second koozie. And I'll do the grain side first. And again, I'm making sure I bevel out to my index line, which is on the other side of the stitch line. Okay, almost got a bevel I like there. Alright, so I like that bevel on that side. Now I'm going to flip it over, go over to the flesh side on the other end. Okay, almost got a good bevel there. All right, so that's a pretty good bevel on that side. So now we'll go ahead, stain them, paint them, and sew them up. We finished staining, dyeing, and sealing our koozie, and now it's time to lace it up. On the edge that I skived from the grain side, I used my stitching owl and I opened up all of the holes because the skiving process tends to flatten those holes out. So let's go ahead and lace it up. So we've got our koozie ready for stitching. I've got 2 harness needles and some lace ready to go. And I'm going to start this off by putting the needles into the 2 top holes on one side. On the grain side that I didn't skive, pull them through. Then on the other side, on the flesh side that I skived, I'm going to go into the top of those 2 holes. And let's pull those together. Getting a little tangled up here, guys. Bear with me a second. Oop, little tangle. And now we've started our stitch. So I'm going to double stitch down this line. I've stitched up the Koozie, double stitched it up. I've back stitched a couple of stitches. So now I'm just going to clip that. And use my lighter to burn those in. You won't be able to see this. And that's it. So the Koozie's laced up. Koozie's ready to go. The leather Koozie's ready to go. It's been stitched up. And I'm simply going to mount a plain foam Koozie on the inside of it. Now to do that, I need a standard beer can or aluminum can. This is a water can that I've filled with a 2-part polyurethane so the can is rigid. I'm going to place the foam Koozie on the outside of my filled up can, and then I'm going to apply contact cement. Now I'm going to apply contact cement to the inside of the leather Koozie. And I am not going to let this contact cement set up. I'm going to put this in right now. A lot of excess cement. I'm just wiping it off the top, and I want to get the tops to line up, and then I'm going to let that set up overnight. Now I'm not worried about all the excess cement that's on there because I've sealed this leather, and that cement will just come off, and I'll reseal it again. The Koozie's now finished. The foam Koozie is firmly adhered to the leather Koozie. I'm going to take the fixture out. You can see what that looks like. And of course on the bottom, all you have is the bottom of the foam Koozie. Now in the video, when I was applying the contact cement, I applied it first to the foam and then to the leather Koozie. The ideal way is to apply the foam to the leather Koozie first and then the foam Koozie. It's a lot less messier. And I really can't take credit for this idea. I found this idea on Facebook in one of my leathercraft groups. Don't remember which one. So shout out to the person that thought about this. Now the other thing you can do is you can flip the Koozie inside out so you can show off what the Koozie's all about, the foam Koozie. Your choice completely. And then of course the last thing you have to do is conduct a test. So I'm going to be testing this Koozie for quite a while. I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks. See you soon.